Shalom.
All right. Hey, this is Bob from the Memphis camp. To my left.
Tazamak.
All right. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah.
All right. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, great millstone, rule well, teach well, being great example to Israel, man, the elect. All right. And peace and blessing to the brothers on the four winds, putting the truth and sincerity to that great song. All right. We come with a lesson, a little quick lesson, a title, living sacrifice. All right. Because what? Each and every day, we make our body a living sacrifice. Each and every weekend, in season, out of season, all right? We make our body a living sacrifice. When we go out there on the highway and the byways, we make our body a living sacrifice, all right? When we do video, do sit down, all right? We make our body a living sacrifice, all right? When we fellowship with the brothers, we making our body a living sacrifice, all right? So that week in and week out, in season, out of season, we making our body a living sacrifice, all right? But that's the title of the lesson. We are a living sacrifice, all right? For the elect. Mainly the whole Israel, but on this side, the elect, man. All right? So furthermore, the brother will get down in the scriptures, and I hope you brothers edified through Yahweh Shema Shah, all right?
All right. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren,
right,
by the mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
So you got to present your body a living sacrifice, all right? You can't be just on the comment board. That's not presenting your body a living sacrifice on the comment board, all right? You scoffers, all right? How you present your body a living sacrifice? You got to come out on the highway and the byways, all right? You got to be out there fighting the elements, all right? You got to be out there teaching, fishing for the elect, all right? That's how you present your body a living sacrifice, all right? Make yourself whole unto Israel, man,
yeah,
all right?
You got to make yourself present.
Okay.
Right? That word present is also present, okay? You got to make your presence felt. That's part of doing the work. That's the only way you're going to make your presence felt is by doing the work, You have to be doing the videos, going out on the highways and the hedges, keeping the brotherly love, That's part of making the sacrifices, man. You gotta give up the things in your life, all right, that you feel like are necessities, and put them beneath this truth, man. This truth is supposed to be first and foremost your priority above everything else, man. And you don't let anything come in between it, Lord willing, And this lesson I was telling the brother, I wanted to go into it because I was watching this brother. Well, he's being a nigga now, but he was a part of the Great Millstone DC camp, Truth Sin 17, and he just basically fainted, man. Just came out and openly admitted that he was being a demon, all on his Instagram page talking about he know he got demons on him, and he can't control it, he back in the world now. He's smoking weed, he's selling weed, he back to being a nigga, man, So ultimately what he did is he stopped sacrificing, And I got that word sacrifice, all right, in the etymology. This is sacrifice now, late 13th century, offering of something, especially a life. So that's what you have to give up, man. You have to give up your fleshly desires in your life, man. You have to give up this flesh, okay? You have to seek Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, which is the way, the truth, and the life, man, okay? We don't have a life here to be trying to hold on to regardless of, how everybody else views it. Once you get this truth, once you taste this truth, it ain't no turning back, man. You already know what this world is. It's full of shit. It's destined for destruction, man. You know, the illusion of living is what you get. That American dream. You know, people trying to sell you that American dream. And if you buy into it, right, then you lost, man.
Yeah, he ain't put out that old man. That old man was still there. You know, but that's one thing required when you coming to the truth, man. You have to put away that old man, all right, and be born as a new babe. You know, that's making your body live a sacrifice. All right, you take all the world desire that you had in the world when you was that nigga. All right, when you got in the truth, all right, that supposed to went away too. You know, it probably blew away with the wind and leaves. All right, you know, that's making a sacrifice. Cause I'd rather give it this old man that I had, but Yahweh Shema Shah become new. I become pure, become holy. I become separate. You know, all for Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, for what? The greater blessing, which is the kingdom, man.
That's right.
All right, because that's what we chasing. We chasing for the kingdom. We hastening the day for the kingdom. You know.
Hey, and that's what it say right here, brother. It say offering of something, especially a life, to a deity, as in an act of appropriation of homage. Now, who is that deity that we paying homage to? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. With our lives, man. Okay? Yahweh Shah, he paid homage with his life. And what? We gotta arm ourselves likewise. Like the brother said, we gonna get that scripture next too. What was it? 1 Peter 3 and 4. You know? You gotta have the same mindset as Yahweh Shah, man. This thing about suffering. You can't be out here bitching up, man. Especially in the time that we in. And another brother had did a video about this same guy, and he was basically making the point that this happens every year around the time of the Passover. The closer we get to Passover, the more brothers you start seeing fainting. You know what I'm saying? And falling out, man. You know, they lost that oil. Or really, they lost that fire, you know, because you have to keep that fire, man. You have to keep those lamps lit, keep burning, keep pushing, man. Cool. You know, when it seems like the walls are closing in and the ceiling is caving in on you, man. Hey, you gotta pray Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah and fast, and that's gonna give you that room. You know what I'm saying? That space and that comfort that you need to keep going and keep moving, man. Because the world it tries to come down on you. Ultimately, it's the devil, you know. Try to come down on you and hinder you from pushing this word, man. But you can't allow that to happen. You know, you gotta always pray. You gotta always fast, man. We can't stress enough how important it is to continually pray, fast, man. You know, that's what Yahweh Shah was doing. Yahweh Shah was praying and fasting continually, man. He was praying without ceasing, man. You know. Hey, but back, I'm gonna finish this definition off, and then I'm gonna finish off the scripture. All right, it says that which is offered in sacrifice, from Old French sacrifice, offering, 12th century from Latin sacrificium, from sacrificus, performing priestly functions or sacrifices. All right, and that's what we are, man. A royal priesthood. It's all about sacrificing. Like the brother said, it's all about enduring these trials and tribulations for the sake of the elect. You know, and that means that we have to be examples. You know.
Yeah, we lead by example.
You have to do. It's something that you do, man. You can't just, you know, speak it. You have to live it, you know. And a lot of times that what happens, man. You get these guys that join the camp and they just be talking. They all talk. But see, the thing about it is you can't play games with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. You best believe that pressure is coming, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, he tells you thoroughly in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the 1st verse, man, to prepare yourself for temptation. So if once you sign up for this, man, you better know what you getting yourself into, man.
You know, Jay be like, I ain't know I was gonna go through this. Like,
y'all gotta learn how Shimmy How Shy rolls, man. You know, that it made me think about Chris Tucker on Rush Hour when he walked up on Ricky Tan. You know, just walked up on Ricky Tan, was like, "Come on, Ricky,
Yeah.
we gotta go, Ricky."
Yeah.
Bring your, you know. Then Ricky called his henchman up. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord do. You know, hey, so you think you ready to roll with me? You think you ready to get down with me? That's when he start. Hey, the Lord, test you, man. Okay, he started sending them angels out to test you, man. You know. And then you be like, man, I ain't know the Lord roll like this. That's how Chris Tucker was. Why you didn't tell me this man rolls like this? Hey, y'all about to see me out shot. Hey, Hebrews 10, I think it's the 31st verse. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. You know? And this ain't nothing to play with, man. That's why you gotta count the cost, man, because it's a lot of sacrifices that must be made. All right? The Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not taking any sacrifice with blemish, so to speak, man. You know, this is a purification process, man, and we make ourselves pure through this word by living it and doing it. You know.
Yeah. It
says, Salaki, bro. You know I'm taking a long time to finish this definition. It says, I'm just gonna get to the point. It says, from sacred rites properly, what did it say? All right, it says, sacred, you know? Yeah. So it's about making yourself sacred. Wow. How do you do that? By coming back to the laws, statutes, and commandments, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? It says in the scripture, it say, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy. What does that word holy mean? Separate and sanctified, man. You have to. It means basically you have to make yourself sacred. Okay, the world is secular. Okay, we have to be separate from the world. You know.
Yeah, cause we not of the world, man. That's how you know we making our body a living sacrifice. Cause we not of the world. We giving the world up. You know. But the truth, you know.
Yeah, and that word sacred, it says late 14th century, to make holy. See? Right? Hey man, how are we gonna be made holy? Through doing this work, man. You know? Right. And applying these scriptures in our life. Yep. You go back to sacrifice, it says combining form of facer to make to do. All right. So you have to do this, man. Okay. I don't know what you guys who come in the Great Millstone think this is, man. Okay. But this is a great labor, man. Okay. This is work. This ain't the amusement part. You know. This ain't no walk in the park. You know. But back to the precept, this is Romans 12 and 1. It says that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is your reasonable service. Right?
Yeah. Going
back to 1 Corinthians, right?
Yeah, it said reasonable service, man. You know, something we supposed to be doing. All right? We supposed to be out there on the highway and the hedges, you know, trying to work up the elect. You know, that's our reasonable service, man. We supposed to be a brother to the brother. That's our reasonable service. All right?
Yeah. And that reasonable meaning, hey, that's a light affliction. You know, that's the least you could do. You know, after
like,
all your all your Yahushua went through. He was the ultimate sacrifice, you know, and the severity, and the extreme, excruciating pain and suffering that he went through, being the son of the Most High Power, the right hand of the Most High Power. Think about what he sacrificed. These little lives we got ain't shit, man. You really ain't sacrificing shit. No. We don't have a life here, man. You know. But this is 1 Corinthians, and I'm going to go back. Chapter 9, verse 16. Right? It says, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, For necessity is laid upon me. It's laid upon us, man. Okay? It's laid. Who laid the necessity upon us? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. You know? This is our reasonable service. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. Right? Woe, man. So that means destruction. Hey, so like if you don't do this work, man, hey, you destined for destruction, you know?
That's right, brother. So
like why even consider going back into the world, you know? Once you taste this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, why even consider going back into the world? Because you already know what's gonna come to the world. Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Right. Be not conformed to this world, man. Don't be like this world. We had enough when we was in the world, man. So when we got in the truth, you know, speak for myself cheaply, like, hey, I had to get rid of that. Like, hell nah. Ain't no being no 2/3, man. When I come to the truth now, I know the truth. All about you, how about Shema Shah. I know the terror of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I know what he can do, and I know how to be a brother to the brother. You know, you can't find it in the world, so yeah, don't be conformed to this world, man. Get that shit up. It's nothing.
Yeah, all this fucking black culture, hip hop culture, which I was in my past time at work, I was in the break room and they had that fucking it's like Make Me a Star type of sitcom shit with P. Diddy and DJ Khaled, you know.
Yeah,
it's called
Make Me a Star, yeah.
Make Me a Star type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't be all into that, man. See, them people's minds is fucking destined for destruction, man.
Yeah, that's all.
They have no clue about, you know, Babylon, which is America, about to be hit with thermonuclear missile, which is the indignation of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, you know.
No, they ain't got no clue about Jacob Trouble.
They have no clue.
Yeah.
You know, and like Isaiah 1:3 says, they don't consider that they are Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah's people, man. You know, all they considering is they opportunity to live the American dream, man. You know, with the hip hop music being the world's #1 genre of music and shit. You know, that's why you see Jake every day on YouTube rapping. You know, on some fucking a sitcom, trying to be the next rapper or next, you know, R&B singer or some shit. Yeah. Cause that's what Jake sold on. Jake not thinking about this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, being the stability of the times. You know, they thinking, well, I get rich, man. I come up, man. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like all his money gonna buy him out.
Get this money. You know, but your riches, your silver, your gold, ain't gonna be able to deliver you in the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The day of the Lord, man.
You know, so be not conformed to this world. You know, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
And they're taking out that old man, cause you've been reformed and renewing of your mind, man. All right, they're taking out that old man first and foremost. All right, everything that you was taught in the world, you had to throw it away. How you were raised, you got to put it away. And be taught by the word and the true men of the Lord, start with the elder Apostle Tahar on down to the least brothers. All right, because iron sharpens the iron.
That's right.
But, you know, you have to put out that old man first, man. You know, before you learn anything, you got to be like, man, fuck what I was taught, because what I was taught was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You got to just speak real to yourself.
Yeah, because all you was taught was lies. You know, deceit, you know, how to be wicked. That's all he was taught. So you have that's what you have to give up. That's the sacrifice. You have to give up wickedness in order to attain that righteous, incorruptible crown, man.
Yeah, because he said that you can't straddle the fence. You can't serve two masters. You know, either you hot or cold. Because lukewarm, he going to spew out your mouth.
Right.
So this is like what the brother Gordon took, what he explained. Like, which one you gonna do?
You can't be on both sides, man.
That's right.
You know, it's either you in this or you out. Either you in or you out. It ain't no, you know.
Sometimes.
I'm preach the word for a couple years, then I'm gonna take off 3 months. No, man, ain't no fucking severance pay in this, man. It is severance pay, but it ain't the severance pay you thinking. You know, like you ain't gonna just get you a little pay and then come back. No, it's only one reward, man. You know, you either gonna get, well, it's 2 rewards, Salakia. You either gonna get the kingdom or you gonna get destruction, man.
God.
You know.
That's right, brother.
It says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good.
Yeah.
All right, that acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's what it's all about, man. Making yourself a living sacrifice so that you can prove, so that you can show these people, right, through your actions, the way that we are to carry out, or the way that we are supposed to live righteously, man. You know, the righteous way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, now our righteousness is as filthy rags here, you know. But we do the best that we can with keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. And we ultimately what we have is faith, man, that we will obtain salvation and get those new bodies that's incapable of going off. You know? But right now it's about striving for that. You know? It's about reaching for perfection every day, man. You know?
The scripture speaks about in Exodus how you gotta rehearse the righteous act. You know? So that's basically what we're doing. We're rehearsing the righteous act, becoming that perfect. You know, we're making our body living sacrifice by what? Rehearsing the righteous acts. And what is the righteous act? The law, statutes, commandments, man. And we command to do that to the best of our ability, man. You know? You bring it out. What do they are?
Who just said it was 1 Peter?
It's 1 and 4.
Okay, 1 and 4. Come. This is the book of 1 Peter's or 2 Peter's.
2 Peter 1 and 4.
Okay, Salakia. The book of 2 Peter, Salakia. The book of 2 Peter's, chapter 1, verse 4, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these you might be partakers of the divine nature.
No, it gotta be. It's 1 and 4.
That's 2 Peter 1 and 4.
Yeah. 1 Peter 1 and 4.
Oh. I thought you said 2 Peter 3 and 4. But you thought it was 1 Peter 1 and 4, right?
Yeah.
2 in here, the corrupt, the undefined, the faded. I thought you said 3 and 4.
Just right quick.
I got it. I'm finna look it up, bro. Look it up right quick.
You got 1, 6, 2.
Yeah, it's 1 Peter 4 and 1.
4 and 1.
All right, so Salakia, Akim. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Hamashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. We're gonna break it down.
Yeah, read it one more time.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Hamashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise.
Yeah, see, arm yourself likewise. That means what? It making your body live a sacrifice. Because did not the Lord sacrifice his life, all right, for the nation of Israel? On this side, man, the elect. It said, you shall likewise. And like the title of the brother said, man, we are living the sacrifices, man. So we had to arm ourselves as Yahweh Shai armed himself, man. Alright? He put his life on the line. We gotta do the same thing, man. You know, we gotta put our life on the line too for the elect. That's why Paul was speaking. And do all things for the elect's sake. Alright? Because what? Yahweh Shai is doing all things for the elect's sake. Alright? We got to arm ourselves just like that, man. Alright? Ain't no big eye, little U's, man. We in this together. Alright? Only for the elect.
Hey, how did he arm himself, though? You know? What was he doing? Preaching the word. Praying to his father. To what? Give him that strength and that faith to carry out the will. You know? And that's the mind we supposed to have, man.
Yeah.
You know, preaching the word and praying to Yahweh Shai, all right, to give us that same strength, man, that same faith to carry out his will. Because we got some things that we about to face, man. You know, coming like right now, it's easy to you know, say I got the faith. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to walk, so to speak. But it's gonna come a time where it ain't gonna be so easy that you ain't gonna know, you know, whether to take the next step or whether to stay still unless you in tune spiritually with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right, brother.
You know? Yeah. So that's why Yahweh Shai was praying so much and fasting so much, man. Okay, because he was what? Arming himself, you know, preparing himself, you know? It says, with the same mind.
With the same mind, man. That's what the other Israelite camps, they ain't got, man. Alright? They ain't got the same mind as Yahweh Shai had, man. Alright? Only Great Millstone got that mind frame as Yahweh Shai had. Alright? Only Great Millstone. Alright? And the other camp that roll on the Great Millstone, alright? We the only one that carry out the same mind as Yahweh Shai, man. The other false Israelite camps, they ain't got it. IUIC, GOCC, ISPK, HODC, FOD, man, there's plenty of Israelite camps that's set up by the government. They ain't got it. They don't own themselves likewise like the Yahweh Shai, man. Alright, the same mind frame that he had.
And it's constantly more of them, you know, coming out the woodworks. You know, whether they be in these harlot houses calling themselves Israelites, it's the same thing. They don't have the mind of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, they not prophesying. You know, they not coming in the spirit of prophecy, telling you what's to come. You know, telling you about martial law, telling you about World War III, Armageddon, the RFID chip, Jacob's trouble, the famines, the famine of the word. You know, the plagues. They're not exposing the wicked. You know. They not into that, you know. Which meaning they really not in the mind of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right, brother.
It says, for he that had suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin.
That's right.
See? And that's what really pulls a lot of these niggas back into the world. Yeah. They can't control their flesh. Yeah. You know? Yeah. They've given in to their flesh. So once you give in to your flesh, you right back to what? Willfully sinning, you know?
Yeah.
And it's one thing when you sin, you know what I'm saying, you go off and, because we all, you know, we're not perfect, we all go off from time to time, brother slip. But it's another thing, it's a whole different ball game, man, when you just willfully sinning, like it just don't mean nothing, like you just forgot. You know what I'm saying? All about the Lord's business, man. Okay, His business that He has with you. See, we was always meant to be holy. We was always meant to sacrifice, right? We was always a sacred people,
right?
You know, we was always set up from the beginning not to do the things that the rest of the world done, man.
Yeah, that's right.
See, it might be one more.
I think that's it.
Nah, that's one. It's some more. It says, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah.
That's that living sacrifice, man. You gotta get that body up, man. You gotta get that flesh up, man, and try to make whole to the spirit. You know, it said, get away the flesh to make it to the spirit. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Get that time up, man. Alright? That's how you gonna make it. Alright? Give me your time up. That's why I say buy the truth, sell it not. Alright? Because how do you buy the truth? You buy it with your time. You know? And that's what making your body live a sacrifice, because I could be out here going with the little junk, or I could be out here going shopping, chilling with my gal or whatever. But guess what? I'm sacrificing my time through the scriptures. Instead of going to the movies or going out with a little chick, I'm finna be at home reading. You know? I'm making my body live a sacrifice. Either way you do it, when it comes down to the word, you making your body live a sacrifice, man, to the truth. You know?
That's
You got
right.
it, bro.
Hey, this is Luke chapter 14, starting at verse 26. It says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yeah, this is the point, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Now, when you go into that word disciple, all right, in the etymology, it's going to say seek discipline, because that word disciple comes from discipline, man. You know, and that's what it's about. Stop giving in to the flesh, man. Discipline yourself to be more spiritual, man. You know, and less in tune with the vibration of the world. You know, the things that your flesh desire, because you know it's certain things that they might not necessarily be going off. You know what I'm saying? But they keeping you from being focused on these, you know what I'm saying, on this work, man. You know? And too much of that, ultimately, or what?
Yeah.
Pull you back in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, say for instance, I'm just using an example. You might be one of them brothers in the world who was all into themselves, looking good, you know, staying clean and, you know, keeping a fresh cut, you know. Now, you would say, well, I can't get no hairline no more, but I still can go to the barber shop. Well, why the fuck you want to put yourself in that environment, though? Everybody in there getting lined up, and you in there every week. You making appointments and shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense, man. When you could just fuck it, just let it grow. You know what I'm saying? Cut it yourself. You're not getting a line. So why? Like that's like stupid. You know what I'm saying? Or you into Jordans every weekend. A new fucking pair of Jordans come out. You know. I used to be like that in the world. I had to. Man, I gotta get these new. Man, for what? When you could be using that money to pay your tithes. When you could be using that money to further push the truth. When you could be using that money for camp supplies. Look at all things with a spiritual eye, and always keep this truth first, man. That's why the Lord says, seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things shall be added unto you. Because really, when we get the kingdom, the things that we got here that we look at as luxuries, when we get in the kingdom, we're gonna look back at this shit like,
this shit ain't done, a piece of cake.
Damn, we was, you know, butthurt over that bullshit. We was infatuated with that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Which was crumbs.
Even like I say, even the women. You know what I'm saying? Everything is gonna be on a whole nother level, man. You know. So all we gotta do is just wait. The patience of the saints, man. All right.
That's right.
And the main thing that we are to be doing while we're patiently waiting to receive the crown of the kingdom is sacrificing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sacrificing, making ourselves holy, sacred, and acceptable unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, through preaching this word, learning and growing in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, and whosoever, verse 27, And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Because it comes a point, right? Once you get this truth, all right, in your life before you got this truth, you was going this direction. All right. When you got the truth, right? You learn which way to go.
Yeah.
So that's the way. Okay, it's time to make a right turn. I've been going the wrong way. It's time to make a right turn and go this way. Follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right. But the thing about it, following Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is a hard path, man.
Hey.
You know, it's not an easy path to follow. It's not easy to follow in the footsteps of Yahushua. You know. Now he ultimately got all the hardest parts out the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He walked the path and basically made it a little smoother for you.
Right.
You know, but it's still, hey, it ain't peaches and cream and grapes and berries, man.
That's why I say Sirach 2 and 6, take it cheerfully.
Take it cheerfully. Yeah.
And then 1 James 2 and 3 is also say the same thing. 1 James 2 and 3.
Cause you gotta know whatever we going through, it don't compare in no form or fashion to the trials and tribulations that you got. That's just like all we really got is the things that's written that Yahushua went through. You know what I'm saying? Like when we Lord willing get in the kingdom, we'll get the full story.
Yeah.
You know, the full spectrum. But back to the precept. This is Luke chapter 14 verse 28. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost? You know, you just gonna start building a house. And you ain't, you know, did the measurements.
Yeah.
You ain't did how many square feet. All right, how many boards I need.
I had count how many bricks he got.
Just start building some shit. And when you work like that, what you turn out with? An unfinished product.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, bro.
An unfinished product. That's why I said that's that precept made me think about. Right.
Not fit
for the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You didn't start at cutting your grass knowing you ain't got but a half a tank. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta cut a half acre or acre of grass, man. You know goddamn well that you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know goddamn well that you ain't gonna be able to finish that job.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
You gonna do it anyway.
You do it anyway. You know? That's why what's that made me think about that precept? I fought the good fight. I have finished I have finished my course. Yeah, you gotta finish your course, man. You gotta finish your course, man. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's another lesson in itself. Finish the course, because in order to finish the course, you gotta pace yourself, man.
Yeah.
Don't be slack. Don't mean drag your ass, but hey, see, cause it's innumerable ways that's why it says it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power, because it's innumerable ways that Yahweh Shem Yahushua can take you out, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about balance. You get too up here, you gone.
Yeah.
You know, you dragging your foot. You know, you too on your heels. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he don't want that lukewarm shit, man.
That's right, bro.
You know, he wants you to stay on fire for this truth, but at the same time, hey, like I read earlier, you don't got nothing to boast about, because this your reasonable service. You know, this is necessity, man. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and count the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Okay?
Right.
Lest happily after he had laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it began to mock him.
Good.
Right. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Everything that you built yourself, like everything that you built up to get to the point to where you at, you know, it's all a mockery of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you basically you learned a lot, and you might have started teaching. You know, you might have even got, like, for instance, that nigga Yara Dunn. Just think about 15 years this guy was in the truth. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he tall. Out of prison.
He was just a mock. Now he's just a mockery.
Yeah.
You know, now he's just a mockery, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I said, why you ain't out there no more? Ooh, you know.
You know.
And what the scripture
Now you
says,
don't see what? You don't see him pushing the word. You don't see him doing nothing. You know. That's what happens. You know. But these guys try to make it, which in particular he didn't, not yet anyway. You know, who knows what he's gonna do in the future? But most of the guys that leave Great Millstone or fall out of Great Millstone, what do they turn to? Scoffing. Just like the nigga from DC, I saw us on his Instagram. He talking about, I would love to be an Avenger. You know what I'm saying, nigga? So here it is. You openly admitting that it's your fault.
Yeah,
but then you want to blame your teachers too.
God.
And that's the number one thing that niggas resort to, man. Hey, man, if you can't handle it, just fall back and be a nigga in the world and just wait for the missiles to drop, man.
Oh.
Don't try to blame the man who brought you up, that built you up, that taught you, you know.
Yeah, but you know, Jay gotta put it on somebody.
Cause that's a real bitch move, man. That's some shit that, you know, a woman to pull, man.
God.
You know, that's some real feminine ass nature in a man that make him wanna blame somebody for his own bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what else we had? We had anything else we was wanting to bring
that
up?
was it, brother.
That was it.
That's precept.
Uh,
I know one more precept on that though. One more verse.
Okay, come. It says, verse 30, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, you want to finish, man. Okay? So when you come into this thing, you have to come to realization that it's not comfortable. Like when you first get the truth, it's all sweet. And then really pretty much after that, it's all bitter, man.
Too much.
You know, I ain't gonna say it's all bitter,
Right.
but it's
That's
like
kinda
it's
cost, though.
like at the same time, the more comfort and the understanding that you get, the more that you really suffer.
Yeah.
Cause the more that you grow in this truth, the more it's required of you to be humble. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Cause it really, like, the more that you, I personally can say this: the more that I learn, the more I feel like it's more that I need to know, and I'm really like, man, I'm dumb as hell, I'm stupid as hell. But that's really that mourning within you, knowing that you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, you're thinking about your past life. You're thinking about, man, this could be so much easier if we had just did right the first time.
Right.
But that's what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that's what he want to get out of you. He wants you to understand, all right, the penalties for not keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments and doing what he wants you to do, man.
God.
So with that, it keeps you coming back more and more to understanding, and coming back more and more to the scriptures, and understanding that this is what's going to get us back to him by coming back to what he wants, coming back to his perfect will, coming back to his righteousness, you know?
All right, bro.
But you got to finish, man. You have to finish, man. It is no point in getting into this and saying, oh man, this remind me when I was doing this.
Yeah,
when I joined this group, man, I'm gonna do it. This look like it's be interesting. This ain't no
click.
This ain't that, man.
That's right.
You know, this ain't that new thing that you get into, you know, until it gets boring.
Right.
You know, until it ain't fun no more. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you straight up, man, this ain't fun, bro. The only thing is fun about this truth is having brothers that's got the like mind that understand that it's about suffering and sacrificing, man.
Yeah.
Because when you like it really I ain't gonna say that it just makes me happy to hear another brother suffering, but it's like it's that comfort to know, okay,
we ain't the only one
suffering.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it ain't it's just like it's that comfort of knowing that, hey, this brother doing the right thing, cause I'm going through the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we gotta be doing the right thing.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Because hey, when Yahushua was here, he was suffering, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. For myself likewise, so we gonna suffer. That's why it say make your body live a sacrifice, man. Give it up, man. Yep. Alright, you claim to be the man of the Lord. Hey, what you gonna sacrifice? You know, you gonna sacrifice your life, your time, alright, and all that beat when it comes down to Yahweh Shema Shai.
Cause what? Satan came to Yahweh Shai and was talking about, I'm gonna give you all the kingdoms of the earth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, come on, Yahweh Shai, like, nigga, come on. My father on all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yeah, man, I don't live by bread alone.
But he could have had that, you know. He could have had that, but he gave all that up.
Yeah.
You know, he like, nah, it's your time. Like, this is your time to rule.
Yeah.
My time coming, but I gotta do what I have to do before it comes. You know.
Yeah.
And he did that for his brethren, man. He did that for us.
That's right.
You know. That's why it says there's no greater
love
for a man to lay down his life for his brother.
That's right.
Exactly, man. That's what it's about. We laying down our lives for the elect, man. Okay? The hell with the rest of these niggas, the hell with the world. You know? They don't get it, so what? They want to keep, you know, being wicked. Let them be. That's what it say.
Let the unjust be unjust and let the righteous be righteous.
God, let him that is filthy be filthy still, you know and let him that is righteous be righteous still. You know?
They'll be straight to the point, man.
Yeah, but we all about making sacrifices, Akim. Okay? So understand that, you young brothers that's, you know, inquiring about, you know, joining Great Millstone, you know, and it's not really even about joining Great Millstone. It's about being on the same mindset as Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai so that you can attain salvation. It's about walking that narrow path, man.
Come on. It's about serving Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
Hey, and Great Millstone is the embodiment of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. We embody suffering, man. Okay, we embody sacrifice, man.
Yeah, cause I don't see no other camps doing that bull. I'm talking about no other camps doing it but GMS, man. You better look at it. Other camps, goddamn, they splurging, they having fun. You know what I'm saying? They doing picnics and, you know what I'm saying, get-togethers and shit like that. Hey,
that's like it's been called. Like all summer, we was seeing IUIC on all on different blocks in Memphis. You know, IUIC Memphis was everywhere. I ain't seen them since, man, really the fall.
Yeah.
I ain't seen them since probably Halloween, you know, or something like that.
Yeah. They in the classroom somewhere.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Cause they don't want to sacrifice, you know, going out in the cold. You know, it's too cold. But anyway, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. All praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha Kodash Rakah. All right, double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutation to you, sincere and humble brothers, faithfully and diligently pushing this word with fear and trembling through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Shalom, brothers.